Hey everybody, it's Party Elite. Welcome you back to another episode of our Total War 3 Kingdoms Records mode Let's Play as Liu Hong in the Mandate of Heaven DLC. First things first, for no apparent reason, as I loaded this save, the game has decided that we have now hit this mission. Kind of weird. We did it last session, we did it at the end of last session, but it's supposed to be at the start of your turn, so I suppose loading into the save counted as the start of a new turn. Anyway, we've made a lot of money out of that, so I'm not going to complain. Going to close that real quick, and just want to make sure that I haven't missed out on anything else. Yufan and Sui Li became friends. I don't think there's anything else that we missed out on. Now, one thing I want to mention really quickly, folks. It seems like we're at the end of this campaign, and it might end today. It might end within the next, 10-20 minutes if Jiangju falls to one of my allies, which seems very likely. But in the comments of the previous episode, I saw some interesting suggestions. So first things first, there is the option, of course, of calling it a campaign, right? Let me just quickly pop this open. So we could call it a campaign with having crushed the Yellow Turban Rebellion and having finished the Mandate War. But some of you were wondering if maybe we should go and either paint the map, which, I don't know if I feel like painting the map, or alternatively, go in and finish some of the other wars that have kicked off to truly unite the Empire. Of course, we can have the fractured warlords and stuff. We can annex some of them, but there are a couple of other wars brewing. Dongzhuo might declare war on us as well, so we might want to crush that. So there's a couple of options as to how we might want to move forward. So again, A, Yellow Turban Rebellion faction, new campaign, or B, continue this campaign and crush some of the would-be usurpers and whatnot. Personally, I could go either way. I've been enjoying this campaign, but I was thinking maybe y'all would enjoy seeing a different perspective, especially during early access, and maybe we could see what the Yellow Turban factions are like, and they seem like they'd be a lot more challenging considering what comes raining down on them basically immediately at the beginning. So I'll leave it up to y'all. What I'll do is I will have a poll under the eye at the top right corner of the screen. It should be popping up right about now. If you click on that, you let me know your preference. I will take that into consideration. It's not a pure democracy. I'm going to take it into consideration and think about what I want to do as well. But currently, as I'm recording this session, I can fairly say that I could go either way. So you could definitely influence my ultimate decision. So let me know, folks. And apart from that, if you've been enjoying the Three Kingdoms coverage on the channel and you want to see more, as always, leave a like and a comment down below. Clearly, I read the comments all the time to get your feedback about what you want to see more or less of. And also, of course, I quickly look at the numbers of likes and comments to give myself an idea of what people are interested in watching more of or less of on the channel. Anyway, enough of an introduction. That introduction might last longer than this entire session will. Here's what we're going to do today. We're going to go ahead and get Yu Fan's army back into Yubei. Actually, no, we're not even going to do that. We're going to move towards Yudu. If I can get it for myself, I'd prefer that than if the AI could get it. I would very much prefer that. So before I do that, though, obviously I can't move this turn. I do have a ton of money that I can spend. Let's go ahead and spend some money to make some money, right? Go ahead and get this upgrade going as well. I've been sitting on that for a while. Not going to rush it. 3,500 is too much to spend to rush that. No construction options over there. And ping, we could upgrade you as well. 6,000. Oh my god. Worth it, though, I think. Worth it, because if we're going to continue this campaign, I need to keep in mind some of the stuff that has to help us hold the territory. All right, done, I believe. So this is all that's left to do, and that'll be the end of the campaign. Kind of weird. I believe I have another trade agreement available actually because of the warlord influence. I do indeed. So let's go ahead and find a lucrative trade agreement. 624 with Cao Song. 627 with Cao Cao. All right, 633 with Liu Kang. Okay, he seems like... Oh, no, 636 with Yuan Yi. All right, Yuan Yi. Let us speak about this trade deal. Do you have any... Oops, that's not what I meant. Do you have any ancillaries that I could take from you? Unfortunately, no. I have some that I could give to you in return for... just get rid of my eunuchs. In return for... some extra money, perhaps. Food is kind of tight right now. Food is kind of tight. Diplomacy is only costing us so much. It's the food distribution from having all the cities. So maybe, we can't even request food trade. Why not? They can barely feed their own people. It says they're very rich. What kind of a lie is this? I'm at 1, and apparently they're richer than me. Okay, in that case, let's go ahead and demand regular payments. I don't think we can really fleece that much out of these guys. Sure, 190 extra gold. Why not? Why not? Make the extra 700 or so per turn. Ooh. Okay, I get no mission aborted. So this is the alternative. If it wasn't the warlords, it would be the dynasty influence. So I guess you pick one or the other. Fair enough. That's done. Anything to do over here? Doesn't seem to be anything worthwhile. And then reforms, I believe, is next turn in 2 turns. All right, well, let's go ahead and hit the end turn button, see what the AI does, and hopefully Dengdu survives long enough for me to deal the final blow. I would very much like to be the one that does the last move. I hope the game understands that. But at the same time, you don't want the game to pretend it's like fake its involvement. You know what I mean? Like on the one hand, it's nice to give... Ooh. Blood runs thicker. Lu Bu, a warrior of rapidly growing... Okay, that's a... I need to report that. That's a big one. That's a big one. Lu Bu, a warrior of rapidly growing reputation, has decided that his current master is not worthy of his service. Tempted by offers of wealth and glory, he gifts their head and lands to Dong Zhuo. So Dong Zhuo confederates with Ding Yuan. Ding Yuan's been killed, and Lu Bu has been adopted by Dong Zhuo. Dong Zhuo and Lu Bu relationship deepens in both directions. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. Dong Zhuo grows stronger. All right. Okay, it seems like our allies are getting aggressive over here, though. See, what I was getting at was, you don't want the... So, on the one hand, you want the glory of finishing the campaign yourself, finishing the final thread off yourself. And on the other hand, you don't want the AI to just back off because it knows it's, you know, the final battle. And that's why I kind of like how Warhammer does it, Total War Warhammer 2, where Liu Hong and Dao Yun have become friends, as well as Tu Fanu. Cool. Where the final battle is a quest battle, so it has to be the player that deals the killing blow, as it were. Pop you in there, slightly higher replenishment rate. Next turn we'll be able to pump it up by another 10% rather. Food is a bit of a problem, isn't it? Okay, that's not so good. It's not so good at all. Can we get an assignment in here to take care of the food situation? Get rid of their tax exemption over here. That'll solve the problem immediately. Fair enough. Let's do that instead. Let's do that instead. Now, I could also make some more money off of commerce over here. Send B Lan in. Sure, why not? Make that money, right? Make that money. That's the turn. Again, we'll see what our allies do here. Interesting to see Dong Zhuo getting stronger. He's still in my empire, though. And there's one of the wars off to the west that I could take care of. And Gongdu continues to push from the south. Our allies need to respond to that.
Destiny is wrought in steel and measured in blood. China cannot endure the chaos of man's aspiration forever. When blades can finally rest, when silence finally falls, heaven demands that only one can prevail. The Empire, long divided, must unite beneath an emperor with celestial authority to rule, a dynasty to endure forever.
Okay. That happened a lot sooner than I had expected, if I'm completely honest. I thought it would last a little bit longer than that. At least give me a couple turns to get closer to attacking the enemy there. Okay, let's we'll hit continue campaign. So faction destroyed, Dangzhu. This faction is no more, leaving one less warrior on the battlefield of history. They may be remembered, or their very name may be consigned to oblivion. Very well. And we've received a new mission. The Emperor restores faith in Heaven's mandate. Promises are to be kept, Challengers are to be removed. Remove all doubt that your position is absolute and that you have the mandate of heaven. Control 95 settlements either by direct ownership or through military allies. Current total is 142. That was obviously a mistake. Allies shouldn't count for this or something, because all of my empire's settlements are counting towards that total. But, I mean, I'll take that money, I guess. The rebellion ends. The Zhang brothers have been crushed, and the rebellion dies with them. While some remnants may remain, they are no longer a threat to the Han Empire. This is a glorious victory. Beautiful. Deng Xiangjing declared war on Yuan Shao. Wang Ri declared war on Yuan Shao. Victory objective complete campaign. On this day, the whole of China will rejoice in your name. As emperor, you wield the will of heaven, not for power, but for justice. China is whole once again, and peace and unity is closer under your honorable guidance. Good stuff. Mission success, which is the warlords of the Han restore the mandate of heaven. All these guys have been destroyed. And then mission success on this controlling of 95 settlements. Cool. Maintaining control. This is a lot of notifications. Emperor, the Yellow Turbans are defeated, yet the stability of the empire lies in the balance. The war has left many of your once loyal subjects disillusioned, fearful for the future or driven by their own delusions of emperorship. China cannot succumb to the ravages of war once again. You must do everything in your power to ensure that order is maintained, Excellency, and, if necessary, bring any rogue elements to heel, both across the empire and within your court. So consolidate your power and maintain control of the empire. Beware the ambitions of rogue warlords and governors. Restore the House of Han to its former glory. I thought we just did that. Didn't we just do that? That's the mandate of heaven. What about restores faith? I mean, yeah, we're out of missions. Okay. Well, before I forget, if we are going to move forward with this campaign, I'm going to go ahead and get ourselves the regional levy for the extra replenishment. Let me just check something real quick, though. Let's see how much of a difference 10% actually makes, right? So these guys right now are not replenishing, right? Because the assignment over here... Well, it should be one more turn. She shouldn't be... Oh, no, she is on her way back. Fair enough. Fair enough, that's fine. Well, then we can't really make a one-to-one comparison, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and get ourselves regional levy, plus 10% replenishment. At least it'll allow us to replenish while we're waiting. 9 turns, 12 turns over here. And these guys, they do take forever to replenish. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, hey, I guess we have all this. Ooh, so you took... Yanshu. Liu Biao has some good space. Yuan Yi, Bianzhang. I'm just looking around to see who has what. Liu Zhang. Sun Jian down over here. Yanshu. Yanshu's got a fair bit of land kind of spread about. What I can do... Let me just check something real quick here. I do not have enough dynasty support. Right, I need to be up at level 3, I believe. Let's check here. Yeah, up at level 3. Who did we lose? We lost somebody who was loyal to the dynasty. Because I could have sworn we were at level 2 up until recently. It's okay, not the end of the world. We can go ahead and get Li Xianyang in to fill one of these roles, and that'll help with the dynasty a little bit. Get a couple steps up. Then I can start annexing some people and grow my holdings that way. And move down the river to crush... Well, Dongzhuo hasn't declared war on us yet. And Beigong Yuning, I don't think has any land anymore. But we do have Gongdu down over here. And what is this, Liu Biao? No, we're not at war with you. Who holds this territory? Are we not friends? Oh, it's just a poor relationship. We still get along. We're still not at war. So, I mean, Gongdu is the only one at war. Dongzhuo might declare a war sometime soon, and then we can go in and take care of him. Potentially. I suppose. But, geez, I mean, I honestly, at a bit of a loss. Here's what we're going to do, folks. Like I said, there's a poll at the top right corner of this screen. We've I like ending campaigns on a note that feels like an ending. I wish I could have done this last session, but like I said, early access, there's a time limit, so I wasn't able to do the extra 10 minutes or so that would have got me to this end, and we could have made a vote last time. But let me know what you would like to see next. We could continue this campaign. Oh, there's Bei Gong Yuning. He's got a little bit of territory over here. So we could continue this campaign, finish off the remaining dissidents. I don't really want to paint the map, but if enough of you are interested in watching that, then maybe we could paint the map as well. Or we could start a new campaign as the Yellow Turban Rebellion, and I will put a vote up. I will let that vote sit for 24 or maybe 48 hours, and then kick off the next stage of this coverage and of our Three Kingdoms playthroughs when I have results and I have your opinions. I apologize for the shortness of this episode. That happened a lot quicker than I expected. Hope you enjoyed nonetheless. Hope you enjoyed this campaign at the very least. Yeah. On that note, folks, as always, a massive thanks goes out to all of my channel members and patrons for supporting the channel on a monthly basis. You keep us alive and running smoothly. And a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.